Thank you for that amazing song. In tribute to Secretary Haaland and the founders of the Friends of the Boundary Waters.
What brought us together 50 years ago and what brings us together tonight is a shared love of the Boundary Waters and a commitment to protect this national treasure for this and future generations. We cannot overstate the threat to the Boundary Waters from the Trump administration, which ignores science, flaunts legal processes, is untethered from reality, and openly consors with international bad actors. But it is also not possible to overstate our resolve in the face of this threat. 50 years ago, the odds seemed stacked against us. 50 years ago, we fought. We fought for our vision. We fought for our values. We fought and we won. We fought and we won. As Secretary of Interior, Deb Haaland did more to protect the Boundary Waters than any single person since President Jimmy Carter signed the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness Act of 1978.
We have an obligation to the future. We are here in this room because we believe that every child, every person, no matter their background, income, or zip code, should experience the wilderness, and we envision a permanently protected boundary waters where environmental, public health, educational, and tourism gains are made all at the same time. During my time as Secretary, the Interior Department collaborated with states, tribes, and partners to make unprecedented progress for our shared public lands, for our waters, wildlife, and the communities they sustain, and instituting that withdrawal of mineral leases on 225,000 acres of federal land in the Boundary Waters watershed. And now, I know that made some people really mad. You know who I'm talking about. But I wear that as a badge of honor. The majestic Boundary Waters reminds us just how important places like this are to the human spirit and to realizing an equitable future. It is the legacy we leave behind for generations. But right now, building on that progress we fought for and even just defending it feels harder than ever. And many of you know that's why I'm staying in the fight. Because it's what this moment demands, and it's what this moment demands of every single one of us. A moment when climate change is worse than ever, when people at the top with more money than any of us could ever need in our lifetimes seek to exploit our beautiful country for more profits, a moment in which everything we built together seems to be under attack. But there's one thing I know, and I think you do too: they will not win. Right? And you want to know why? Because of each of you in this room. The advocates, the people who gather public support, build collective power, and stay vocal for our shared lands and waters. When we were children, my cousins and I had the job of taking our buckets and going to the one spigot in the middle of the village and hauling water back to the house so that my grandmother could cook. My grandmother would not waste a single drop of water, not only because of the care it took to bring the water to her house, but also because she was teaching us how precious water is in the desert. That's the weight of our legacy. A weight that, while heavy, has motivated me to run for office, and at the same time, break barriers so that we can all have a sustainable future. Thank you to every single person in this room for the support to do what is right for the Boundary Waters, and by virtue of your work, what's right for our country. And to keep fighting, we must continue to stand together. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, hi everyone. I'm Ryan Johnson, the outgoing chair of the Friends of the Boundary Waters. We truly stand on the shoulders of the founders. We must not take the boundary waters for granted. History could have gone very differently but for their efforts. Instead of portage trails, we could have had roads. Instead of campsites, we would have had parking lots. Instead, we have over 1 million acres of pristine wilderness, and we do not have timber sales, we do not have mineral exploitation, dams, or resorts. In other words, but for the efforts of the founders, we would not have the boundary waters. Their work made the boundary waters what it is today. Now I ask all of our founders and their family members to please accept the Conservation Award. We have a letter from President Carter's grandson. And now please give a rousing round of applause for all the hard work that founders have done. Please stand and join me in thanking them for all the work they've done to create the boundary waters. All right, thank you everyone for an incredible night. The energy in this room was astonishing. It's inspiring and it truly gives me great hope. You make all the difference. Thank you so much.